I've sold over $2 million on Amazon, and it all started right here.
So about 3 years ago, I was working full-time at McDonald's and just looking for a way that I can make some extra money through a side hustle. And one day I was scrolling on Instagram and I came across a Gary Vee video where he was talking about retail arbitrage flipping and how it's a way that you can make a quick 5,000 bucks online. That was really interesting to me, and it set me down a path of rabbit trails and eventually led me to discovering that you could actually make profit reselling items from Dollar Tree. So I decided to get started, and that's exactly what we're going to cover in today's video. Fast forward to today, and I've generated over $2 million on Amazon, and beginning at Dollar Tree was absolutely foundational to the long-term success of my business. So what is retail arbitrage? Retail arbitrage is simply the process of going into stores, buying items on the low, and then reselling them for more. And specifically, I like to do that through Amazon FBA. Now, there are so many opportunities and different ways that you could go about doing retail arbitrage, but like I said, I got started with Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is the best place to start for retail arbitrage, in my opinion. That's how I got started, and it's how I recommend just about everybody get started with the RA business model. I'm also going to tell you exactly why retail arbitrage at Dollar Tree is actually better today, and there's more opportunity today than it was 3 years ago when I got started. Dollar Tree is excellent because it allows you to learn the systems effectively and cheaply, and also quickly grow your startup capital. So Dollar Tree items are obviously very cheap. I know today they are a little bit more expensive. They have some $3, $5 items. A lot of the items are $1.25, but at the end of the day, all the items are still really cheap. This allows you to have a low risk way to try out this business, make sure it's good for you, and also effectively learn the systems at a low cost without putting up a bunch of capital and a lot of risk up front. Retail arbitrage at Dollar Tree also provides a really high return on your investment. So if you're limited on cash in the beginning, it will allow you to focus on high return on investment products that should be able to grow your startup capital. When I started out, like I said, I was working at McDonald's, so I didn't have a ton of extra cash. I would just take some money from my McDonald's paychecks and then buy products from Dollar Tree and grow my startup budget. Now, I actually think that there is even more opportunity at Dollar Tree today than there was when I started 3 years ago. Yes, items maybe are a little bit more expensive. There's more sellers on the Amazon marketplace, but here's one big benefit. Amazon has this program called Small and Light, and this is basically where you can have reduced fees for items that are small, light, and relatively cheap. When I first started out, they had a price cutoff for this program at $7. Today, it's all the way up to $12. So when I started, I was buying an item for $1 and flipping it for $7. Today, you can buy an item potentially for $1.25 and flip it for all the way up to $12. This makes a lot more room for profit and even a higher return on investment if you can find those right products. Flipping items from Dollar Tree taught me two really important lessons that were foundational to the long-term success of my business. And ultimately, these are two key lessons that really allowed me to scale to creating a multi-million-dollar arbitrage business. Lesson number one was replenishables. Replenishables are super important when you start to grow your Amazon business because it allows you to go and buy an item over and over. A replenishable is simply any product that you can always go back to and resell on Amazon. This allows you to consistently be building a product base that you can always go to, always buy, always flip, always make profit from. And we want to be building consistency. Dollar Tree taught me this because it showed me products that I could always go into at a Dollar Tree and always flip them profitably on Amazon. I actually found some items that were so good that I started to buy them by the case pack at Dollar Tree. So the managers would literally set aside cases of the product whenever it came in, and I could go in, pick it up from them, bring it home, prep it, and then send in 100+ units at a time. This really allowed my business to go to the next level because instead of just hoping I can find some products that day, I had guaranteed product really just waiting for me there to go in and buy it. And this leads me into lesson number two, which is building relationships. I never would have been able to buy cases of those items if I hadn't built relationships with the employees at the Dollar Trees that I was going to. Whenever I found my first really good replenishable item, I saw a bunch on the shelf and I just went up and talked to the manager. I said, "Hey, I noticed that you have a lot of this product sitting on this shelf. I can help you move it if you have some sales targets that you'd like to meet." And they said, absolutely, load up as many as you like. We'll help you out. And so I bought a large portion of the stock that they had to help them out in moving that inventory. Now, a few days later, I came back in and went and talked to the manager. I gave her a thank you card, a little coffee gift card, just to thank her for her help and starting to build that relationship even more. And then from there, they would start setting aside cases of this really good replenishable product. And that never would have happened if I hadn't had the courage to go up and talk to them, one, and then two, foster that relationship through going in, following up, saying thank you, and giving them that thank you card. So flipping from Dollar Tree taught me a lot, but ultimately what took my business even further was moving on to other stores. After Dollar Tree, I started flipping items from Walmart, Target, Kohl's, and other outlets. These stores had more profit opportunities and just a larger selection overall. I never fully ditched Dollar Tree because it had those great replenishable items, but I started to be able to make more money on bigger markdown products and a wider selection at these other stores. And ultimately, I scaled even further than that through the use of online arbitrage and a bit of wholesale. But Dollar Tree was absolutely foundational and was the roots of my business. And now, over the past few years, I've sold millions of dollars on Amazon, and it all started at Dollar Tree.